it's Maria with Meet Me at Zero, and I'm just here to do a quick video. Wanted to share a little piece of my heart because I hear a lot of times people talk about strong women in a bad note. Strong women as in she's bitchy, complaining, demanding, high maintenance. I don't even know how that's even in the strong woman category. Um, Strong women to me is the women that every day rise to the challenge that God has put in their life, that life has brought upon, whether by choices, by a lifestyle, by an upbringing. You are willing into life, the life that you dreamed of, the things that you know you're capable of. And so the strong women in my world are moms. Most of the women that I relate to well, for the most part, are working women. They are, some of them going to school, some of them are working two jobs, some of them are entrepreneurs, some of them in the military, some of them are doing real estate. All the women that I know that are strong women are ambitious, they're driven, they are independent thinker, they are an asset. Um, God put a certain spirit in everybody. Um, Everybody can't be quiet. Everybody can't be shy. Everybody can't be passive. Um, so for me, when I think of strong women, I'm thinking about the heavyweights, is what I think. They're the ones who can make the bacon, they make the money, they pay the bills, they think about everything. And I'm thinking of myself when I had my kids. I have to go to appointments. I have to go to school activities, extracurricular activities, sports, birthday parties. You have to plan. You have to plan for Christmas. You have to plan for when there's a bad weather event. You have to plan for, for me, vacations in advance. I have to plan for if they get sick, if I have to call out, I have to save all my time. So for me, strong women are really the unsung heroes. Sometimes we have a society that still bashes to a degree women wanting to have more of the pie, of the piece of the pie, than what society wants us to have. We don't conform well. We want more. We want to sit at the table. We want to negotiate. We want to be part of that process. And so when I think of strong women, I also think about sacrifice. I think of the sweet spirit. I think of, for the most part, they're very sacrifice. A lot of the strong women I know won't ask for any help. And so we get strong women with independent women confused a lot of times. And so I tell people all the time, even though I'm a strong, independent woman that can do it all, I'm still a woman and a girl at heart. And it still does something to me when I get a call or I get a text asking me if I need anything. My dad is that way. I am almost 48 years old, and bless his heart, he's 78. And till this day, he worries, and he knows there isn't much he can do for me. But just the thought of him calling to say, "Are you ready for the storm? Do you need anything?" Matters to me. And it matters to me when I have friends that extend that same thought, because I'm still a girl at heart. And so a lot of the women, the problem we're having in society is that we've conditioned people to think that women aren't supposed to be bright, that women aren't supposed to be self-reliant or self-sufficient. And you can be all those things in relationship or by yourself. And some of you are not interested because you got a lot on your plate. And some of you are. And so I just want to encourage you to pray, to wait on God, to continue working on yourself, to live your best life. God gave you a certain spirit for a reason, to fulfill a purpose, Don't compare your life to other people. Um, don't feel less than because other people are saying, well, you should have stayed at home with your kids. For me as a kid, I never in a million years thought after my mom had 10 kids, I didn't want to stay in my house. That was like the last thing on my mind was having kids and being a stay-at-home mom. And I'm being honest. Had I known how to avoid children, I probably would not have had kids till later in life. A blessing now because my kids are grown and I have grandkids. And so now I feel like I am at the top of the mountain. I am at my best shape mentally, spiritually. I feel like overall, this is the time that I feel the most whole ever through everything that I've gone in life. So enjoy this phase in your life. If you're going through something, I promise you that God is trying to birth greater out of you. Women, we have a calling upon our life. We really do. In the Bible, we have so many women that were mighty, and some of them were passive, and not as, some of us are a little bit more animated. But there's a reason that God put a certain spirit in you, and everything works out for the greater good. It all works out. But to the strong women in my life, I see you, I commend you, I tell you, I check on you, you check on me. We check on each other. We are our own tribe. We think of things that other women don't think about. Whether it's the car, the kids, we have to think about everything from A to Z on our own. Some of you know how to fix stuff around the house. I don't do any manual labor. I thank God that I have some brothers that I can call to do that. But I just want to encourage you today to walk in your truth, to own your story. Do not apologize for who you are. And just be happy. Live life on your lane. Live life on your lane. People will always critique you. People that are always doing less than you will critique you. Somebody who's doing more will never, because they know the work it takes to get to where you're going. So today, I just want to say thank you to all the women, to all the strong women in my life, for the ones that are becoming strong, that are going through stuff in life, for the women that make a difference in their home, they make a difference in the workplace, they make a difference wherever they go, they elevate us women to the next level. So meet me at 0 next week. I will answer some questions. I've been asked to answer some questions about relationship and money and other things. And so I'll go into that with you next week. For those of you that there's always one or two that will say something like, well, what do you know, or what can you speak of because you're single? And all I can say is that coaches don't play, but they run game. And at some point, a coach, for the most part, when we think of sports, they've played the sport that they're coaching in. So meet me at 0 next week. Be a blessing to someone. I just want to thank everyone that loves on me, that encourages me, that listens to what I have to say. For those of you that laugh with me at my madness, that love me unconditionally, I love you back. And you know that if you need me, I am here for you. If there's nothing else that I can do, I will definitely pray. It is my desire to serve at a higher level, to encourage the next generation of women to drive their own passion, to drive their own life's purpose. A lot of times we give other people the power to change and modify who we really are, and we end up unhappy. So meet me at 0 next week. You have a mighty week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.